Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Welcome everybody to this channel that I've just created right now. This is my third channel actually, and Urjwani is a channel where I try as much as possible to obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by spreading the word of him, spreading Islam, spreading good things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded us to do. And this channel is the English version of the two other channels. The other channels are where I speak Moroccan Arabic, which is Darija. So I was like, I have to make an English channel since I speak English as well. So it can reach a broader and a wider audience. So I had to do it. So my topic for the first video of this channel would be about our brothers and sisters in Gaza or in any place in this whole freaking planet, We all know what happens in Palestine, in Sudan, in the Uyghur tribes or parts of China, Syria, Yemen, a lot of places, but especially Gaza, and Sudan. Like this past year or so, the genocide in Sudan is really crazy, And I try to look at it from an Islamic perspective, and especially as a Muslim person, what did we do to help our brothers and sisters? Because it's a duty as a Muslim to help your brothers and sisters that are in need, let alone the ones that are being murdered and tortured and, they're suffering from famine and thirst and all the horrible things that we've witnessed in the past 2 years after, Tufan al-Aqsa. But the real genocide, the real ethnic cleansing began for almost 75 years now, And yeah, as a Muslim person, what did you do to help your brothers and sisters? I mean, even non-Muslims have done so much for them because they just couldn't bear what they witnessed. They had to do something about it. It's innate it's in the nature, the human nature, So what I want to address is, how can this calamity and this horrible thing that's happening, how can it affect us in a horrible way as well in our akhirah, in the hereafter? Because we just chose to not do anything. We were scared. We cried a little, maybe we felt something and it was painful, but somehow it didn't make us move and do actions. We make a lot of du'as, but we don't make actions. And how can du'as transform from words that we say and prayers that we say to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from things that can happen in the real world? Because that's how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made this universe. He gave it rules. So if you make dua, you have to do actions for that dua. If He wants, if He wills, will be fulfilled and you will get what you want. But most of us don't. So I really encourage you guys, I recommend that you really do your best to help your brothers and sisters, because not even for them. Be selfish enough to try to save your soul, because in the day of judgment, after you die and you get resurrected, you will be asked, what have you done for your brothers and sisters? And it's going to be so hard. It's going to be so frightening. You're going to be so scared then, because you can't say anything. And your limbs and everything that's going to testify against you, they're going to say he didn't do anything. Either he was scared or he was too distracted even, which is like the worst thing that's happening to us in this era. You know, this generation, we're too distracted with games, with lust, pornography, drugs, going outside, entertainment as a whole, movies, TV series. It's really, really sad. And we're too distracted. And even when we're not distracted, because it got us in its claws, that shaitan got us in his claws because of entertainment, it's like our hearts became stones, you know? It became like a rock, a solid rock that can't be moved by anything that it sees. And it doesn't feel anything, you know? Like, isn't it crazy how we can see all these like sceneries, 4K, but still maybe get touched. But because of how social media is made, it's so crazy that you scroll and you see those like scenes, then you scroll down and now we have like a video of a cartoon, of a joke, you know, like a stand-up comedy thing, of like a game clip, you know? Like it's crazy, and now like you're distracted and now like you forget about it. You know what I mean? It's like bam, 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 bam. Like don't get distracted, don't get like, once like, because it's like wake-up calls, it's like claps or slaps, you know, in your face. Whenever you see something real and you're like, oh, what am I doing? Because you're like a zombie in that state, in that mode. And you get like slapped or get an antidote, and now like you're back again and you're trying to do something, and then like you get like to that state again, because social media is not going to let you, or anything that you're dealing with that distracts you and gives you dopamine enough that you're literally turning into a zombie. You know what I mean? So we need to save ourselves. As I said, like even if humanity left your body and you don't feel anything, be selfish enough to save your soul from the hellfire, because you're not going to have anything that will defend you in the day of judgment, any action, because your deeds are going to be there. You know, no deed is going to defend you and be like, oh no, he did something, you know, he did that, he did this, he donated. Donating has never been simpler, you know, in the history of the world until today, with like the internet and how it works. And it keeps evolving. Like you can like even donate through like the thanks option on YouTube, you know? It's so easy. And a lot of Palestinians and people from Gaza, most of them have YouTube channels. You can check it. It's in Arabic. There are titles in Arabic. So I don't know, maybe like try to translate a title in Arabic, and you're gonna like see like hundreds, I'm not even kidding, hundreds of channels. Each family, they have to make a channel, because that's the only way to get a donation, because they might like get, I don't know, face difficulties into making a GoFundMe page or Patreon or anything like that. So like we're so blessed with these features, and we can just like donate through these mediums, and you're like under your blanket, like in the other corner of the globe, the other side of the globe, and you can like send money to these guys, you know? Other thing you can do, which is like the most important, is spreading the word. Like a lot of people think that like talking isn't going to do anything. But if talking is not doing anything, why is the enemy killing journalists and spreading propaganda against this genocide is happening and against us because they fear the word, they fear the truth, they fear it. And it's so easy nowadays. Again, it's so easy. Just like it has never been this easy, but we have never been this cold as a humanity and as Muslims in the history of our nation. So you can do it like IRL, offline. You can talk to your mother. You can talk to you can talk to your beloved parents, uncles, aunties, your brother, your siblings, friends in school, at work, neighbors. You can spread the word anywhere. You know, if you have a wife and kids, that's even better. You can talk to your kids. You can, like spread awareness and try to build that iman and that faith in them. And if you couldn't, you still have this medium that I'm using right now to reach you, social media. And we're already doing it. We're already like either sharing like memes, movies, clips, anything funny, a lot of things, anything that we're passionate about, we find ourselves spreading it and talking about it, sharing it. It's innate. It's in us. We love something. We think that this thing matters, and we share it. So we should do the same. This is like way more important than anything. So please, as a Muslim, it's your duty to do so. Think about it. Sit with yourself and be like, try to talk to yourself. Ask yourself, did I do anything? And if you did, please do more. Don't let shaitan trick you. Don't let the devil trick you and like convince you that, oh, you've done enough. Like it's okay. Like the enemy didn't stop. Non-stop killing and bombing kids and everyone and women. Civilians, innocent people. So why should we ever? Oh yeah, the boycotting, like it works so well. Boycott every company that, like, look at us. We're so in this matrix of like this loop of entertainment and dopamine that we can't even stop eating a certain food to help people that are like dying and being murdered, let alone go and like maybe like I don't know, like get weapons and physically fight with them. Maybe that would be impossible for us, even if you have the means to do so, right? Like we're so like messed up a little bit in this generation of us. So please, guys, I'm begging you, be selfish enough to save your soul from the hellfire, because it's so scary that all of this is happening and you didn't contribute in anything. Don't contribute because of them or for them. Contribute for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and for your sake to save yourself. That's what you should do. Because it's a duty as a Muslim, to do so. And if you don't, they're gonna be like painful consequences that you're gonna regret for just the rest of your, life in the akhirah. It's gonna be so sad and so hard to swallow, and you're gonna regret everything. And it's not worth it. It's not worth anything that you have in life right now. You can discard everything and sacrifice it and still be so tranquil and happy because you did the right thing, and you know that inshallah you will go to heaven or get rewarded, and you will be happy and tranquil because you were with Allah. Because the only way to run away from Him is to be with Him. You cannot run away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's it for this video, this first video. I really need to talk about like Gaza and our people, anywhere in the world. I need to do so. It's for me as well. And yeah, that was it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope the message got across. Hope I changed a little, in your heart. or made you feel something, I don't know, that will make you like do an action, because actions is what we lack as people, as Muslims, as a nation. You know, we excel at making du'as, we excel maybe at talking to each other, but actions, you know. But as I said, like talking to each other is even like better to do, but even that is good. But even some people don't, you know. That's why I'm talking about like the bare minimum, but we should do way more than that, you know. It's like what you should do as a starting point, and you're gonna find yourself doing like way more. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much, guys, and pray for me, pray for our brothers and sisters, you know, and yeah, see you guys. Bye.